Today, she joins us to discuss her role as the originator and voice of Ahsoka Tano. Please welcome Ashley Eckstein!
You're stuck with me, Sky Guys.
I thought it was going to be for like a trailer or something, and it turned out to be a Star Wars cartoon, so my worlds collided, and I've never been the same. So yeah, it's been pretty great.
And then for me, I was primarily a live action actress. I had done film and television and then theater, but I always wanted to do voiceover too. And I begged my agent to send me out on voiceover auditions, but it did not go well at first. I auditioned for about 4 years, which was about 400 auditions, and I got nothing. Like literally rejected about 400 times. But finally my agent called and said, hey, you have an audition for the new Star Wars cartoon tomorrow. And I originally auditioned for Padme, which I sounded absolutely nothing like Padme. So I went to the audition, and long story short, I actually walked out of the audition, because when I showed up, there was all the top actresses in LA that I had lost out to 400 other times. And so I did. I walked out of the building, I went back to my car, I called my agent, and I said, look, I have no shot at getting this. I think I'm gonna leave. And that was a decision that could have changed my life forever. And I thank my agent still to this day. He begged me to go back in. He said, Ashley, please, whatever you do, go back in the building, because you never know what could happen. And so thankfully I did, and sure enough, I said the first line is Padme. I sounded absolutely nothing like Padme, and they stopped me, and they said, you know what, you sound too young to be Padme, but there's this new character, she's a 14-year-old girl, and we think you might be perfect for her. And it turned out to be Ahsoka Tano, so I still thank my agent to this day.
Bring in ketchup and milk.
Okay, finish your story.
So anyway, so if you ask for ketchup, then the waiter says, this table asked for ketchup, and everyone in the restaurant has to bring ketchup to that person's table. Well, my husband and I knew this, but Matt and Angela did not. So we got like in with all the waiters and everyone in the restaurant. So whenever anyone asked for ketchup, it became a joke. They all sent it to their table the entire night. So they had like 20 bottles of ketchup on their table. And so thus started the ketchup wars. And still to this day, people are, more on Team Tano, and they bring Matt ketchup to his table. So if you would like to be on Team Tano, you can bring packets of ketchup or bottles,
that is so not
or
right.
gallons.
You're sending out your call to action to 800 people. It's not fair, because Ashley, she's very in with Disney and Orlando and that whole area, and I'll go back to my hotel room and I'll have bottles of ketchup in my hotel when I'm in Orlando. I did a private signing in Nashville a couple years ago, and I show up and there's a massive
It's not ketchup, but it is red.
I ask myself every day, what would Ahsoka do? And my answer is that Ahsoka would do this to Anakin. She would be snippy.
We have fun with it, we love it, and now people know about it as well, so that's a true story. I get ketchup on my table all the time.
They're yelling, ketchup, 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 ketchup.
The homage to both Sir Alec Guinness, these aren't the droids you're looking for. And, I have a bad feeling about combining the two of them into my own Obi-Wan and play homage to him, so hope it worked.
Thank you.
I got glitter bombed by Carrie Fisher. Yeah, she doused me with
What's
glitter.
your best Carrie Fisher story?
It was like the best day of my life.
So great.
But no, it's Star Wars Celebration. I've never met Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, and I had the honor of hosting the 20th anniversary Attack of the Clones panel. And we met live on stage for the very first time. So they walk out, so I say hello, I give them a hug, and that's the very first time I met them. And then Matt was there in the audience, but all of a sudden I find myself next to, Hayden Christensen, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like sitting right here. What do I do? What do I say? So I just got really nervous, and I was like, Hayden, nice to meet you, Sky Guy. And yeah, then all of a sudden, people got excited.